this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Leo, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Traveling Oracle cards. Sacred Travelers Oracle cards, what I meant to say. Then do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Hope you guys are doing well. I know there's a lot of energies in the atmosphere. So let's see what's going on, Leo. All right, Leo. Also take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Leo for their highest good. Two cards for Leo. One more card. Okay. Nice. All right, Leo. So let's see what's going on. You have passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Wow. So definitely enjoy life, you guys. Live in the moment. Live in the moment. You know, don't let life pass you by always working and sleeping and drinking and, you know, just have a good, you know, live in the moment. You know, trust yourself, live in the moment, be happy. Very nice card. Love it. Then you have Desert Passage. Trust that there is a divine plan. Yes, definitely. If you see this man, he's walking through the desert, right? But he doesn't know what's ahead, you know, and that's like them saying, they're telling you, you know, you may not see or you may not think that there is a plan, but trust that there is a divine plan, that God has a purpose for all of us, that he is putting us towards something. So just know that, okay? Nice, 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 nice. If you believe, it will happen. So just know that. All right. So, Leo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Whew. Deep breath, Leo. All right, spirits, let's do this. This is for Leo. One card for the current. One for the situation. One for the past. One for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now. For what you need to work on. And the outcome. Okay. Oh, put my card way over here. All right. All right, Leo, so let's see what's going on. You start off with the Seven of Cups. So let's see. Okay. So you start off with the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups is saying that there are opportunities around you. I feel like you're still thinking about decisions. You want so many things, material stuff. I feel like you're daydreaming a lot. And I feel also that you're searching for some kind of purpose. Wow. That came out very strong there. Let's see what else is going on. But there is definitely a decision that you're contemplating on. I feel with the Three of Swords that you've been very emotional, thinking about a lot, you know, thinking about the past, people that have passed away. You've just been in your feelings a lot. I feel like there could have also been some kind of heartbreak or grief or even just a suffering here, like sorrow, divorce, hurt, you know, depression, you know. We'll see what the other cards say behind it. You have the Two of Swords here, and the Two of Swords is saying that you're trying to make some kind of decision. You're contemplating a lot, but they're asking you to go within and take some time out, you know, for yourself, for meditating, you know, because it's a big thing here. I don't know. The other readings that I've been doing, they've all been saying it, you know, because it's like you need to clear your mind. And I definitely believe that, but I definitely feel like there is a big decision you're trying to make. All right, Leo. So sorry about that. So with the Four of Cups, we have up here in what's hidden. I feel like they're asking you to really go within and meditate, you know, so you can make good decisions. Because I feel like you're very disconnected. I feel like you know you're you're just not seeing things clearly, and I feel like you need to, like, you're missing out on some kind of opportunities. I feel with the Ace of Swords down here and the hopes and fears, I feel like there is some kind of mental clarity that you will have, breakthroughs. I feel like you're going to have new ideas. I feel like you're going to have a sharp mind. I also feel like there could be some kind of success here for you also. For the Empress card here, I feel like there is some kind of abundance. I feel like you really need to start nurturing yourself. There could be somebody around you that could be pregnant also. But there is a lot of growth here. I feel like you need to start taking action on what you want to create and what you want to do, like a new project, new side hustle, whatever it is, start working on it, start getting it together and start doing it. I feel like there could be a lot of success with it also. And then the Six of Swords down here, and the what you need to work on. I feel like you're going through a transition right now. Seeing a lot of revelation, seeing a lot of truth, and I feel like, you're leaving things behind. Definitely releasing a lot of baggage that just isn't for you anymore, and you're moving on. And for your outcome, I feel like you really need to rest, renew yourself. Maybe do a lot of self care for yourself. Okay, because it's time. Really rest, Leo. Okay, rest. If you haven't been, try to. Okay, so Leo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Leo. Leo. Clarify the seven of of cups. Why is the Seven of Cups here? From a card. Okay, so all right. So as soon as I got this card, the Six of Cups, it's almost as if you're going through a healing, which I do believe you are, because you're going through a lot. It's a transition. You're feeling very overwhelmed. You're feeling very emotional. I feel like because you got the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles here, I feel like you're being very nostalgic, thinking about a lot of things, from the past, from memories, things that you just done, and you're thinking about it constantly, and it's okay to visit the past, but it's time to leave it behind. Okay, because that's why they call it the past. Leave it behind. I also feel like you are definitely going through a healing. I feel like there could be some kind of apology coming in also for you, some kind of apology, because as soon as I pulled out that card, it was like, oh, okay, there's an apology here. And normally it's hard for me to get that out of that card, but it just popped up. You also have the Four of Pentacles here, and the Four of Pentacles is saying that stop holding on to that past, unless it's good memories or anything. Stop holding on to the conversations, to the bad memories, because this is what's going on. You're going through a healing, yes, and all these emotions are coming up to the surface, yes, and you're dealing with them, and it's why you have the Six of Cups, because you are definitely going through a healing, but you also need to let go of all that. It's like the spirit guides are saying, okay, now you're going through all this, you're going to deal with all these emotions, but it's time to let it go. It's time to heal. Okay, try to start letting go of your past. I know it's difficult to say than do, but just really try. I feel like you need to start saving your money. I feel like you need to have patience. I feel like you need to just really have patience. And I feel like there's traveling here for some of you guys. And I feel like, just don't let go of the past, because it's just vital that you do. For the Three of Swords here, let me just check that. Okay, let me see. So with the Three of Swords, why is the Three of Swords here for Leo? Thank you, Leo. My card. Take what resonates, Leo, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Leo. Wow. Okay, wow. This is pretty interesting. So now you have 666. So 666 is a good number. It's not the devil. It's actually a really good number. You should look it up. So you have the Three of Swords here, and you've been very emotional. You've been very, been feeling a lot, and it's okay to feel a lot, because like I said, we all are going through healing, even me. I'm going through this big transition right now, and it's like every little thing is just making me cry, but it's like, for some reason, I feel so empowered. Like, I'm okay to let things go. I'm okay, and that's the way you need to be too. But anyways, that's about me. But anyways, you have the Three of Swords. Like I said, there could have been some kind of emotional pain. A lot of emotions coming up to the surface, a grief, a heartbreak, whatever it is. It's making you feel very emotional. I feel with the Seven of Pentacles that you want something long term. You want to invest your money in something that's going to bring back the money. I feel like you want to have so many ideas. Like you have so much that you want to do with money, with the money, with your finances, but you can't. And I feel like you're contemplating on either trying to invest it in something, or you're trying to create something to make the money. You just want something that's going to grow, that's going to establish some kind of stability for you. I feel like you're going to be very successful trying to do that because you have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands only shows up when there is some kind of success. So you're definitely going to be moving on from this emotional heartbreak that you're going through. It's going to get better. And I feel like you are definitely going to be moving forward. I feel like you're going to be recognized for all your hard work that you've been putting into yourself and into your work. I feel also too that there could be like other people around you that just also too that don't like your success, or don't like that you're the one that's reaping the rewards. I feel like you need to really not speak too much about it. Like, don't say too much until you really feel like it's time. But there is some kind of success here, a big time success. So it's good. You have the Two of Swords here, and I feel like you were making a decision. You were contemplating on a decision, and I feel like that was like you've done that decision. That you're moving. You're going to be moving forward now. And I also feel like, but you still need to go within and meditate, okay? Because you really need to lift that up, lift that, and get rid of that. Why is the Four of Cups here? Why is the Four of Cups here? And what's hidden? One more card. Trust your intuition, you guys. Really start trusting intuition, because you have that so below, and it's the dark side of it, which means you're not using your intuition. So really, really trust your intuition on that, okay? You have the Four of Cups, and I feel like you were very disconnected, not paying attention to things. I feel like there were opportunities that you missed. But I feel like you're better now. I feel like you need to start trusting your intuition more, and I feel like you're going to see things clearer. With the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're very independent. You're trying to establish yourself. I feel like you need to keep continuing to work on yourself, because I still feel like there's a lot of growth here. Trust your decisions, okay? Because if you trust your intuition, you will trust your decisions. So really open up that intuitive side of you, because you do have that. Yeah, and tell everybody, you may think that you don't, but if you're watching a tarot reading, you do. Because there's something nudging inside you that's making you go this way. So just know that. You also have the Ace of Swords here. And why is the Ace of Swords here? One more card. Wow. So you're still making that decision. So you're making more decisions here. Definitely. I feel like you want a lot. You want to create a lot. You're a dream. You're a big dreamer. You're a big dreamer. You want to create a lot. You want a lot also. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's decisions that you're contemplating on. I feel like you don't give up on anything. Your dreams, like what you want to do, what you want to create. They're asking you not to give up on anything, because there is some kind of success here that's coming through. So it's good. Things are going to be opening up for you, and doors are going to be opening up for you also. I feel with the Ace of Swords that you're going to have a lot of breakthroughs. I feel like you're going to have new ideas, success, and just a lot of clarity. But you really need to do some self-care here, okay? Really try to take care of yourself and everything that's going on in your life. Really just take care of yourself. Go take the time to meditate, and just love yourself better. I feel like you need to just love yourself better in trusting your intuition on your decisions. Like really trust what you decide on, okay? So let's see what the Empress card is. Hold on, you guys. Let me just see why all these. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. So you have the Empress card here, and what you need to do now, Leo. Why is the Empress card here? One more card. Wow. Okay. One more card. You are going through a big transition. I'm going to tell you right now, you definitely are. You know, you have the death card here that came out. You have the death card and you also have the 10 of swords. So definitely a lot of things are coming to an end. Something in your life is coming to an end. But it's because you're changing. You are changing a lot. You know, if you haven't been noticing, there's a lot of things that are you're outgrowing. You know, you're really seeing things differently. The Empress card here is here, and the Empress is saying that, you know, there's growth here, there's abundance here. Somebody or you could be pregnant. So just, you know, really know that. I feel like there's a lot of growth. Like there's just accomplishments here that are, it's just like you're gonna have a lot of success. Like things are evolving around you. I also feel with the death card, I feel like you're going through a big transition. You're going through a you know, an awakening, a spiritual journey, a spiritual you know, opening. You're doing a lot, a rebirth, an awakening, whatever you want to call it. You're going through it. Okay, so it's like things are transforming to something better. You're transforming to a different person. You're not the same person that you used to be before. You know, you're cutting people out. You're setting boundaries. You're taking care of more of you. So really do keep continuing to do that. Okay, because you need that. With the 10 of swords, I feel like there could have been some kind of relationship that has come to an end. Could be any kind of relationship. Doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be like family relationship. I just feel like something has come to an end, and because of all the change that's coming in, that came in with you, because you are definitely changing. There's a lot here that I see that you're changing. And I also feel with the 10 of swords that when there's something that comes to an end, I always tell my kids this too. When something comes to an end, there's something else that's going to come in to start. So just know that. And when you have the 10 of swords here, so be ready for something new to come in. And then you have the 6 of swords. And why is the 6 of swords here? One more card. Wow, crazy. All right, so you have the 6 of swords. And if you see her, this person, he or she, whatever, you know, she knows your gender in tarot. You see these two people, they jumped into the boat and they're like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't care about my luggage. I don't care about nothing. Just let's go. And he's like pushing them off, right? Because they're definitely, they want to leave things behind, you know, and that's you, you know, move on from all these things that are not working for you. Just move on. I feel like there is that transition that you're going through. I feel like there's just a lot of change that you're making in your life. I feel like you know, you're not going to be giving, you know, everything to everybody like you used to. Like you're actually setting boundaries, and I feel like it's going to work out for you. Like you're going to receive abundance. I feel like you're going to try to balance everything out. I feel like you're going to be very giving, very, you know, like what I mean by you're not going to be giving things, you know, like that. What I mean by that is that you're not going to be taking BS from people anymore, because you already set limits. They've already crossed over and they already did what they had to do. And it's like, no more. I'm not doing it no more. And you're realizing that, you know, and I feel like that's why this card came out. I also feel like there could be some kind of abundance coming in for you, because I do feel like things are changing for you and there is a lot of success here. With the 8 of Pentacles, they want you to really don't give up on anything. You know, this person is working very hard to what they want to create. You know, if you see up on the very top, he has a picture of a home right in the center. I don't know if you could see that, but he's right in the center. Let me see if I can put it closer. Okay, it's right in the center, right? And all these other coins around him are the same. And he continuously is working so hard to create everything that he needs to do his job, so he can he can see the results, so that he can purchase that home, to finally get it, to live in it. You know, he's been working hard. He will reap the rewards, and you will see the results. But you got to do the work. It's like they're trying to tell you, but do the work though, okay? Because you are going to see the material success. Don't give up on anything. Don't just give up your job or anything, but continue to keep doing what you're doing, because you will see that material success. You will see the results. Wow, that's beautiful. And then you have the 4 of Swords. And why the 4 of Swords here for the outcome? You have the Empress here twice, so it's beautiful. And the Magician card. So definitely take care of yourself. with these two cards right here, the Empress and the Four of Swords, I feel like you really need to start nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself better. Rest when you can. Let go of everything that's not for you anymore. I feel like there's a lot of growth. I feel like there's a lot of growth here. I feel like I said, there could be some kind of pregnancy here. I feel like there is abundance coming in. I feel like you just really need to nurture yourself. I feel like you're very compassionate and loving, and but you need to rest. You need to love yourself more. Rest, take care of yourself, and trust your intuition. And I also feel with the Magician card that think positive and everything. Think that everything's going to come in the way it's supposed to come in. Okay, don't start thinking negative and say I'm too tired to do this. I give up. Don't do that. Start talking good. Start talking. Hey, I know everything's going to fall into place. I know I'm going to get this what I want. I know I'm gonna get this promotion. I know I'm going to do this. Think positive and everything, because right now you're manifesting everything that you're talking about. What you're thinking, what you're saying, you're putting it out there in the world, and it's going to come in, because you are that powerful. You're like the magician. You will manifest it quickly. Okay? So just know that. Wow, that was big. All right. So, Leo, wow, it's a lot of good things here. So just keep going. Don't give up. Really take care of yourself. You will see the results. Just be patient. Really take your time on decisions also. All right. So, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.